Hi, my name's Clarkson. I live out in Hurstbridge, and I am sitting in the middle of my apiary at the minute. I started off with one hive 2.5 years ago from Nathan, and as you can see now, there's 3, and it's continually growing. So my challenge was really knowledge. I didn't know how much you'd need to know before getting bees, and also the year I got into bees was a real drought year, so it was a bit of a struggle in the first summer, but yeah, we kind of worked through that, and yeah, here we are now. So that's 2.5 years ago now, and we've had some good seasons since then. And yeah. No, I saw the tour pop up on Facebook. I don't know why it popped up, but it did. So the only person I could find interested to come with me was my sister. So we went along. Yarrambat, the cafe where it is in Yarrambat, is just around the corner. So we went up there and met Nathan, and from that, I really took a lot out of it. And I really enjoyed the whole environmental side of it as well. And we just moved to this property in Hurstbridge where we actually have a bit of room to move, and I thought I could actually keep some bees. I never went there with the intention to get bees, and as soon as I left there, all I wanted to do was keep bees. So yeah, I started off with just a regular Langstroth hive. As you can see behind me, that's that one there. I am a carpenter though, so I really like to use timber to decorate things, a bit of a furniture maker too. So I decided to put the nice little timber pieces on there, which are, a few different species of timber, and I just thought that would look nice and it'd be a bit different. I hadn't seen a hive look like that before. After that, I kind of just planned on keeping the one hive, and I ended up now changing to multiple hives, as you can see. And I did a bit of research on Horizontal Langstroth hives. So I built the big one behind me, as you can see. I think it takes about 32 frames in total, and I just built that off doing research on YouTube pretty much. I couldn't find a lot of information in Australia about it, so I had to go to the US beekeepers to find it. And yeah, I just had leftover timber in the workshop, so that's kind of what I knocked up. It's a bit extravagant for a beehive, but I tend to go a bit over the top anyway. What I love about beekeeping, the whole facet of it. I love planting blossoming trees essentially and shrubs. We have the room out here now, so we're trying to turn our house into a real sanctuary, not just for bees, but for birds, for insects. Yeah, like the honey is just a bonus. Like, I really enjoy getting in there, learning so much more about them and really what they contribute to us as humans. We rely on them for so much of our food. I don't think a lot of people realize that. And what I've found since getting into beekeeping is all my friends want to talk about when I go to parties is bees. And I'm 100% happy to chat because people don't know enough about how important they are to our way of life, essentially. So last season I did 32 kilos out of the one hive, and that was leaving them, would have been 20 plus kilos in their hive for winter, so they were very well stocked. This season I've caught a few swarms. It's a bit different this year, some have split off. I did just take 6 kilos a few weeks ago, and yeah, they're still thriving. So yeah, so when I bought bees in the nucleus hive, they had a very good temperament. I never used to wear a suit around them. I'd have friends come over and I'd just be opening them up in shorts and t-shirt. With the swarm, I've had to learn to be a little bit more careful. You don't know where they've come from, what they're like, anything like that. And I have noticed a big difference in the behavior of bees. Not just random swarms I've caught, but actually the swarm left behind from my bees. So yeah, it's definitely more beneficial to buy the nucleus and start with the nice fresh bees, especially when you're beginning. You wouldn't be very successful starting off with a swarm, I don't think. It's too much to learn, and you don't have the knowledge behind you. So Nathan's customer service has been amazing. He is there whenever I have a question. I just send it to Nathan. He's saved in the phone as B-Man, and he's my go-to point of anything I need to know, which was, even just a few weeks ago, had a cutout from a mate's property in his tiled roof, and I wasn't able to get the queen. There was just too many bees and it was too full on, and I'd never done that before. So I had to touch base with Nathan and push me in the right direction, that would make it easier for me to help them along. I didn't get the queen, but after chatting to Nathan, I was able to get the understanding that they will build their own, and they actually do it relatively quickly, to the point that I opened them up 2 days later and there was a queen there. So that was just knowledge that I didn't have, and I messaged Nathan and straight away I got an answer, whether it's weekend, after hours. It was awesome. So put my mind at ease a little bit more, and yeah, it's just been really good. Yeah, so my advice to a new beekeeper would be to start off with the standard Langstroth, the one you can see behind me. That is basic, and you'd learn so much about how bees operate and what they do and don't like. I haven't got a flow hive yet. I would like to get one day, but I feel like I'm more involved and can learn as a beekeeper with my current setup of the Langstroth. In regards to, I know people have a lot of queries about bees and is their property going to be flooded with bees? And no. We have a lot more bee activity here because I've got multiple hives, but bees could be living anywhere. They could be living in a tree right behind your house and you don't even know. So of course they're going to visit those flowers that are in your property. I have a 15-month-old daughter, Kelpie. The Kelpie's never been stung, and the 15-month-old actually got stung by a bee not anywhere near our property. So it's just kind of like, that's the difference of, she loves to come down and see the bees, and we keep her at a safe distance, of course. Yeah, I found that we are not flooded with bees. You're not opening your front door and you're getting swarmed by bees. That's just not how it works. Yeah, I know a few beekeepers that have bees on smaller properties now, and from all reports from them, it's all A-okay.